Hey YouTube, and welcome to Silent Code Dev. Welcome to day 54 of becoming a front-end developer from zero. As you can see from the time, it's currently 1:41 a.m. So today was the worst. I don't even know what to say. It was extremely hard. All I can say is that I worked non-stop. I work as my second job is like a baker. I work as a baker, and it's on a Sunday, so you can imagine that I had to get up at 2 a.m. and I worked all the way to 4 p.m. So, and when I came home, I was just exhausted because it was so much to do. Luckily, I did well and I didn't mess up anything, but so I was exhausted, and I was like, I woke up like a few hours ago, so I just ate, and I'm drinking my So if I look tired, you understand, because you guys know, if you're in the game, you can't complain. So in this video, we're gonna be trying to fix this. Like, we need a way to track things in this project, right? So, and I know that, okay, to be able to track something in JavaScript, like for example with this, right, we have a cart system, so we should have a cart where we have the name, we have the price, we have the amount, right? So we need the name, the price, and the amount. So yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So I'm just trying to think, like, where do I start? Okay, so because we would create like a separate function, no separate, we have to create a function, right? So every time you click these buttons, the function will fire off, and it's gonna update this, right? Because the function is gonna be wrapped, the function will wrap the entire container so that we can reset the thing. So I'm thinking that we're just gonna create, I don't know where I'm gonna create the function though. I guess we can create it here. So we're gonna say function render cart. So when you click initially, we want to reset the, right, because when you click it, we need to reset the container, and right, whatever's in here will be updated. So I'm gonna do we're gonna have this one, right? So this should be here, and I know we're gonna have the card in here, right? It makes sense to have, right, because then here we can access let me see, JavaScript. Because I know there's a way to like extract values from an object, right? Like here we have the object value static method returns an array of a given object's own enumerable string, key, paired property values, right? So here we have an object and object values, object. So we get the, okay. So how do we access them? Okay, anyways, let's create a card. So we're gonna have a card, right? Const card equals. So in the card, we're gonna have the name, and the name is gonna come from yeah, we have to get this one, name of product, right? Because that's the item. Now we are getting the card, we are adding it from here, right? So when we click this, we are getting it here. So name of product, and amount, you say 1, and price is yeah, because we don't want to, I mean, we want to get the fixed number here, which I should have as a span. So we can just say yeah, we can say item query selector price. So I don't know if that's gonna work. So I'm gonna say console log cart price, just to see if it actually works. You can't see. Okay, so we're not getting, I know I'm doing something wrong. I just want to, there's a better way to test this actually. Just move it out of function. Cards. I know it's not gonna work here, but okay. Yeah, it's not defined, it says, but it is defined here. So why are you not? Oh, I know why. Let's pretend you guys didn't see that. Okay. Why is it not console logging? Maybe I need to like I don't know why I'm not getting the console log. Okay, maybe it's because cards. Let's see, it needs to be because yeah. What? It's not working. So this is element no. So what if I do cards name? I think I forgot how to do this. It's a shame. Console log. Yeah, I mean it's inside here, so it's not gonna work unless I click. Of course. Oh my god, guys! Sometimes I am just retarded. Okay, so that didn't work, but does okay, so we're getting the span, so we need to get, because I'm just getting the element, right? And I want to get the text content. Okay, so now we're getting this, but we also have to turn it into a number so that we can actually, I was about to say compound, but like we can actually track it. Right, something like that. Yeah, now it's a number. Yeah. Okay. So now we know it's being tracked like that, because this is how we need to track it. And then we need to, okay. So what I was thinking is like we're gonna have this because then we can access the object, right? Now I know this is how we do it, right? You have a function, and when you start the function, you want to, we can just say, we shouldn't use, we can say insert HTML. Right, we want to do this in the beginning when we click the function, and then we want to access this card here, right? So instead of having item, we have cart. No, we have the image. We have the, yeah, this is good, but here we need to have cards dot name. here we need to have cart dot price times current amount. I don't know why I have the X there. And we need to have right, that's gonna be the, but it says text small. What comes after the name? The price. So we need to have we'll see later. Like that, right? And when we click the function, we are gonna update this one like that. So we can actually remove this and add the function there, right? But this, I feel like this needs to be accessible here, so I need to have this yeah, we need to move this one here because the card needs to be accessible to both the function and the, right? So we update the function here and then we run the function, so it's gonna be coming here. So instead of say current amount, we can say, because we have amount here, right? So we can just say card amount, and we wanna, yeah, we can just do like that. And then we need to render the card. Cart amount and render. So there's gonna be some issues. This was to track all of them. So instead of saying current amount, we can say cart amount. And of course we need to remove this. This is to check if it already exists. But we can remove that and say cart name. So if cart name does not exist, we want to render this. Of course, it's not gonna work. And also we need to, let's see. Query selector. Oh. Where do we have amount? Yeah, we can remove this. I mean, not remove it, but we need to put this up. And then we need to like, so here I'm trying to, oh yeah, I don't need this. because we already have our amount, right? So okay, let's see. Yeah. There's so many things I need to update. So the actual button, where is it getting its number from? So yeah, we need to go to here, and we need to it's a very buggy app, but I tell you guys, this is to practice and hopefully get more comfortable with. So yeah, we need to get the amount here. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna say yeah, because we need it to be reflected, right? So but this is on the page, right? So we need to update it here. So cart amount, so let's just, okay, so we're gonna do const. It's not a const though, it's like a let, right? Because the value change, a let current amount item dot selector text content. Oh, we just need that one. And then we're gonna say equals number. It's already a number though, so we can just, how do we know it's a number? Because we have done this in the cart object. Well, not this, but this, right? So hopefully, but because we're saying text content, should I, but we are assigning it, so it should be a number. Okay, oh, it's working. Kind of. Like, why are we getting 2? Okay. Object, okay, yeah. Let's see what we're doing. So I'm saying amount, card amount, yeah. So I guess initially we want current amount like that. So it says 1. Yeah, when you click add, yeah, okay. One, 2, 3. Why does it go back to 1? I think it's because I don't know. Either way, yeah, we have that, and we need to and also it's like when we click add to cart button, we need to because it's not resetting, so that's gonna reset everything. We only want it to reset when we are. Oh, let me think. Mm, oh, it goes back to 1. Yes. Oh. And we don't want to add the product. We just want to. So if item already exists, we want to increase the price, right? We don't want to. So I need to find that. Where is it? So if cart item already exists, so if item does not exist, we add it. Otherwise, we want to cart amount. All right, if it already exists, we want to increase the. Yes, and this needs to be. Because when you click plus, right, we need to check for that. It's my thoughts. Okay, I've done something wrong here. So we're getting the image. That's fine. We're getting the card name. We're getting the price. And I want to get the current amount, but it's card amount. What the hell? And we need, it's an expression I want to do, right? So I forgot how I had it before, but we can look into the design, right? Because what we want to find out is see. Oh, I forgot what I had before. Because when you click here, you want to show the user the price and the current amount, right? Yeah, so this is what I had before. Now I get it. So this is completely wrong. So we want to show the user the actual amount, right? So what we're gonna do is track the card's amount, and then we have an X, and then we have the price, right? So we're gonna say, we're gonna have an expression that's gonna say it's gonna be the price. So we're gonna have a double, and the price will be the current, or is he how so the card. So we're gonna say price cards price multiplied by price amount cards. I'm fucking tired. Like that. That should work. Yeah. Oh, it's working. Great. So that is working now. We have our calculation. Also the cards. It's gonna have to loop. We have to loop. But I don't know why it's not incrementing any more than 2. Because here we're just doing it once. So I think we need to like there's something I'm misunderstanding here, right? Because we are doing this. So when you click once, it's gonna update it. But I think this maybe needs to be pushed here. Or do we need to do something in the maybe we need to get the cards. Cards amount. I need to read more about this increment. So the increment operator, plus plus operator, increments adds 1 to its operand and returns the value before or after the increment, depending on where the operator is placed. So there's 2 types of doing it. Let's see. So this one, let x equals 3, cos y equals x plus plus. So yeah, and y through what? Okay, so here we have the misunderstanding. So as you guys can see in the presented example, the x has the value 3, right? And the y has x plus plus, but the y is 3 and x is 4. So there is like a thing where you're performing the plus, I don't know what it's called. Okay, so the plus plus, we're just gonna say plus plus. So when you're incrementing, right? When you're storing you're doing the incrementation in a stored variable, the value is still 3. But if you put it, but the actual, that was a bad explanation. So when you have a number, right, in a variable, it's gonna have the same number, right? But if you put another variable and you use the variable with a number and you increment it, it's gonna change, right? Like for example here, the value is 3 in x, but you are incrementing x in another variable, so it's gonna take effect here, but this one will be 3. So I feel like that's what's happening here. So I need to store let's just test that. Okay, that definitely didn't work. I mean, it is working, but we also need to update the cart amount. Because I feel like that's not being updated. Yeah, because we're doing it twice. Yeah, because when I do like this, hearts, okay, so we're almost there, guys. There's something I'm not doing correctly, so I'm gonna check that later. It's late. I'm so happy I was able to. I'm gonna record another video later. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, if you feel motivated to code, leave a thumbs up. And I have to say I appreciate all the comments. I see you all, and I'm gonna continue this grind. So peace out.